Right, keep low, keep low. Andrew, keep low. If we get caught, we're in a lot of trouble.
Oh, shit.
What?
It was run by Kinetic. Any person finding this document should hand it to a police station.
I actually can't believe we have found classified paperwork. Oh no.
There's the tendon.
That is so depressing. I'm not surprised that the goats even ended up with some sort of psychosis. It's the holding cells.
This is all legit?
I can hear somebody outside. Why is he running? Why is he running? Andrew, he's running. Andrew, he's running. Andrew, he's running. Fuck's sake.
Prepared for this.
Slightly nervous. I'm literally shaking. I'm so nervous for this one.
But we're gonna be
If you
alright.
realise if this goes wrong, we're going to be in a lot of trouble.
I know, it's fine now. Just, we'll keep it down. Infiltration time.
I know, I'm just fucking...
Well, there's a hole in the fence right there, so I think we should cut through here.
As soon as we cross that line, we're on military ground. And if we get caught, we're in a lot of trouble. Right guys, I have a proper mission today. We are returning back to the abandoned goat testing facility. Right, before I actually get into this place, because as soon as I cross that boundary, we are on MOD grounds. I'm currently safe, so I'm going to give you the full history now before we get in there, because I don't know if I have the chance when I'm on site. So full disclaimer guys, before I read this information that I've been searching for weeks, this is quite barbaric and gritty, okay? So if you don't want to know about the real abuse that happened in this centre, I suggest you skip in by about 2 minutes. Right, so today we are at the Alverstoke Naval Facility in Gosport. This facility closed down in 2020 due to lack of funding. This place was used as a Navy training centre, so all of the training that you see from the Navy was done here at the front of Gosport. The reason why the Navy used goat skulls is apparently a goat skull is the closest thing to a human skull, so that is why there was no sheep or chickens or pigs or cows, simply goats, because they tried to get it as close to people as they physically could. Okay, this is where it starts getting a little bit gritty, so as I said, full disclaimer, if you don't want to hear it, I suggest you skip forward right now. So these animals were placed in something called hyperbaric chambers, and that's basically where it sucks all of the air out of the room and makes like a vacuum on your body. So they place these animals into these pressure chambers to basically induce sickness, to test the effects on the animal to see if it was safe for human practice. Okay, so in 2018, the MOD started to run decompression trials on the animals. So as I said, decompression is basically putting them into the hyperbaric chambers, and they suck all of the air out to test the effects onto the humans. It was reported that after these trials, goats would have exploded livers, exploded eyes, and some of them would suffer severe long-term disabilities. These animals would be in these chambers from a minimum of 24 hours all the way up to 3 days. Okay, and this is where it starts getting even more messed up. If these animals were lucky to survive these barbaric trials, they would then have to deal with side effects called decompression sickness. So the main side effects of decompression sickness, there are tons of them, but this is the main bunch of them, is joint pain, visual disturbance, loss of balance, difficulty breathing, paralysis, and death. From the year 2000 to 2006, more than 400 experiments were carried out on these goats. More than 120 were killed after the experiments due to physical and mental tissue damage. Before their slaughter though, unfortunately, they were tested on at least several times. The majority of the goats in this centre, unfortunately, suffered severe long-term, obviously, brain damage and tissue damage, which later completely disabled the animal. Last year, the MOD released a statement saying this facility has had some of the most barbaric practice they have ever seen, and they will never understand how this was humanely approved. So as I say guys, all of these trials were carried out to basically test if the Navy would be safe doing their work, and they used the goats as experimental pieces. And then just on a side note, last year there was a massive fire here. Nobody knows the real reason why or even dates and times. It doesn't seem to be on Google, but all I do know, it was a massive arson. All right, on that note, that is the full history of what I've got in my hand at the moment. If you want to do more research, I'm going to link some stuff down below because there's a lot on this place. But I think, real talk, I think we should just get in there as soon as possible, because the longer I'm leaving this, the more risk we're at. All right guys, so we are entering the premises. We've not been caught yet, so it looks all right. I think we should move quick.
Yeah, no, I'm just getting
because I'm right by the road. Okay, can I pass the camera? Okay.
I'll take the lead on this one.
Yeah. Right, if you spot anything out of the norm, I mean anything, security, MOD, you let me know immediately, all right? Okay guys, the reason I'm so nervous to do this site, I'll explain in just a second when we actually get somewhere comfortable where I'm out of, obviously, eyesight of the road. But recently, there have been many arrests because of this site. This is an MOD facility, and as I say, if we get caught, we are going to be prosecuted. So this is quite a big deal, and I'm just hoping, fingers crossed, we make it in there and out of there smooth as butter. Oh fuck, okay.
Oh, it gets worse.
How dense is that? Oh shit.
Look at this.
Oh my god, it's so overgrown.
I know, it's alright.
Okay.
They're not gonna be happy, you know, when you release this video.
Well, let's just hope the wrong people don't see this. Who knows, we might even get kicked off the site. This video might even not ever go out. I have no idea until we get out of here. Ow! Shit, the spikes. Don't touch the trees, don't touch the trees. Fuck's sake, I've just touched it. I think I've got a spine in my finger. Alright, it's fine. Oh no, oh my god. Okay. Right, well at least I'm wearing jeans, so my legs are protected, not necessarily the arms. Right, keep low, keep low. Andrew, keep low. Fucking hell. Ow, Jesus Christ. Ow. That shit is brutal. Oh. Ow, ow, ow.
Shh. Get down, there's a house there.
Wait.
There's a house right there behind that bush.
Okay.
But there it is, up ahead.
That's it.
You gotta get over that fence.
Oh my god.
And sneak on.
Fuck, I'm so nervous.
Stay low because of that.
I just hope they don't spot us because that's a functional house.
Oh shit, look, yeah, we're behind the gate now. Look at all that
Oh my
razor
god, we're
wire.
actually in it.
Yeah, no, we're in.
Oh no.
Hold on though.
Well, I'm glad we're on site, but that razor wire is not very reassuring, Andrew.
Listen, I think the military base is right across the road.
Yeah, it is. That's an active camp. Don't
This will walk us directly in. If we can move quick past the gate, we'll be all right.
So we are going up to the front gate because that's the only way. You okay? Shh. Careful. There's people. Get down. There's people on the street.
There's spikes in my face.
Shit. Okay, careful. You alright? Right, they've gone. Go, quick. Okay, right. We are on the side of the road, and obviously there's pedestrians and stuff. And I don't want to get caught. I really don't want to get caught. Look, private property, keep out. Shit, okay. This is really burning. It's really burning. Ow! There's a gap.
The gate's been pried open.
Oh my god.
Be really careful with these spikes.
I know, it's horrible. I literally feel like my arm's been sliced to pieces. Okay guys, we've just made it on site. So that is the border. That side is obviously public land. This is now military property. So we are on the site. That is the main naval sort of centre training, but our story starts there at B13. Okay, so we are basically today going to be following the life of the goats on this place, and this is the very first block. There was a sign up there that used to say B13. This is where their story started. Okay, right, let's go in. All right, so as I said, this is block B13. This is where all the goats were kept before they actually started trials in this facility. It was recorded nearly 150 goats were put into these modules, obviously overnight. Basically their entire lives they'd live out in this place unless they're being tested on.
Yo, come check this out.
What's that?
So we got pen A, housed 14, or at least 14 listed, plain colored collars, and each one is a number. Do you know what that means?
Right, so I don't know much about normally like history of buildings and stuff unless I've done my research, but one thing I do know is they are called DEFRA numbers. So long story short, if you have an animal in the UK that's hooved, it's obviously like pigs and, you know, bloody goats, sheep, they have to go via something called DEFRA. So it's basically government enforced where all hooved animals have to have a tag in case it's like an outbreak of disease. Funny enough, guys, I only know this because I live in the countryside, but I also used to own a goat called Boots. I'm going to put it on screen right now. So this is my goat Boots. He was my childhood best friend. I absolutely worshipped him. And to be honest, this is why this place is so hard for me, because I owned West African pygmy goats when I was a kid. So being in a goat test facility where they were literally harming them, it sucks, you know, considering the relationship I had with my animal. But yeah, they're called DEFRA numbers. So normally what these would mean, so this would be via batch of animal. So funny enough, my goat was actually, my mum was a B60. So basically they normally do this via the mother linking with the number below being the kid. Obviously that's what they call obviously the younger goats, kids. Either that is a DEFRA number, but also I don't think that would necessarily be a thing here though, because they're not gonna like start registering all these animals, because then the government would know what they're doing.
Of course they had to register these animals. Think about it, right?
I don't know.
So these goats, I mean, the government had to be issued these goats in order to perform any kind of experiment on them. And if you're going to perform an experiment on a goat, you're going to want to know which goat was the one you performed the experiment on.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is that might not be the DEFRA number then. That could maybe be this company have done their own tagging for them so that they can obviously know their own batches.
Yeah, probably.
You never know.
Probably.
Never know. Yeah, what I find insane, right, is that is saying on that sign that 14 goats were in this one. I read online it was 150 in this one module. So that sign is a complete lie. Like maybe at one point there was 14, but I'm telling you now,
Well, maybe
there's no way they're given that much space.
Think about it, that's the last recorded sign, right? And they lost funding.
Yeah.
So perhaps by then most of the goats had died.
All right, so I'm just making my way down into this.
Yo,
oh,
watch your
what's
step,
that?
watch your step. Check that.
What is it?
It's a bone. It's a joint bone. It's still bendy.
Oh my god, it's still attached.
It's still attached, it's still bendy.
Oh no.
There's the tendon.
Right, the only thing I will tell you, that's definitely not a goat. That's far too small. I'd say maybe,
fox.
yeah, a fox or something. Oh god. So walking down here, obviously you've got a block E there that said 8 yellow. Guys, it's quite faded, but it says yellow 8 fort bound Murphy. Not sure what that's all about. So apparently there was 8 in this module. Down here, let's check this sign out. Okay, on D block there's actually nothing for it, so maybe that's just like, I don't know, maybe it closed down before they actually had time to put information on these boards or something. Behind us is block C, so it's saying black, so maybe the black goats? Yeah, maybe that was where they, I don't know if they necessarily like colour categorise them, I don't know. But it's saying that, and then beside us, it should be block B if I'm correct. Yeah, block B, so 3 old birds, rainbow collars. This is so strange. As I say though, can you imagine 150 animals in this one room?
See, that one still has a hay feeding basket in it.
Oh, okay, right. Because of the height of that basket, they're not pygmy. I'm gonna guess that might have been in this facility. Oh, I don't know, so that would either be a Guernsey goat.
Probably be about this height, I would assume.
Yeah, I'd say it's a Guernsey then.
As they eat, it would come down, you know?
Yeah, or a typical British white goat, because that is quite a high net. Oh my god, babe, look at this. Do you know what that is?
If I had to guess, water?
Yeah. So that's the main at the back there, and that is the only water dispense they have this entire room. Look at the ventilation. That's it. A tiny little grid for this entire room.
Yeah, I'd hate to think how hot it got during the summer in here.
It'd be so sweaty, and just the noise pollution here must have been horrific. Like, I'm not surprised if the goats even ended up with some sort of psychosis. So as I say, guys, walking around here, it starts putting it really into perspective of what these goats went through. The amount of sound and the dirt and the grime and the constant bleating of these innocent animals screaming for their mothers or screaming for help and not getting anywhere. And knowing that it's all just been abandoned. Completely just frozen in time. It's so heartbreaking they even did that in the first place. Okay, so that is block 13 we've just left, and the next part of their story started in here. This is the testing facility. Right, so as you can see, what they would do from this block is they'd lead them down this little side bit and they'd bring them straight through these doors, essentially to the chambers.
Right, so clearly this is where the employees would enter, but I do believe once we get further in the laboratory, you'll see where they brought the goats in, which is through the back. Yeah,
they're a back passage, but I was told that apparently they used to use one of these doors, but I don't remember which one.
I just don't see them dragging goats through here personally.
I don't know, maybe a collar and lead or something. I used to walk mine on a lead to school every day.
Oh god, well, smash this. You know, last time we were
Oh,
here,
wow.
these windows were still intact.
Oh my god, how the hell has somebody smashed that out? Look at the size of that glass.
It's very thick.
Is that bulletproof glass?
No, it's not bulletproof, but it is just very thick glass.
Bloody hell. That's like a good inch. Shit. Okay, so this is where it starts getting really, really sinister. This is the entry to the chambers.
Here's where the fire was.
Oh my god.
Facility. So
Oh my
here,
god, they burn it out.
in here, one of the last times we were there, there's actually a pool of blood still in the basin.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's all charred now, you can't see it. But this is where I believe they would have put the goat and probably washed it and pushed it through to the other side.
Yeah.
You got another tub behind you as well.
That's so heartbreaking. As I say, guys, there was a pool of blood there. I'm going to put an overlay on that so you can actually see it. And behind us, yeah, as Andrew's saying, that's another kind of wash basin. Yeah, sadly, guys, when I was last here, I think I was being a little bit naive that I thought they washed the goats and was like caring for them. And then I realised what I think they would do is when the goats died and they were all exploded, I think they brought the bodies in here, washed them down and disposed of them. So, as I say, I think I was being a little bit naive and thought they were looking after them.
Oh, look at this.
Oh my god. It's the holding cells.
Holding cells, yeah.
Whoa, so this is where the goats would have stayed just before the trials. They'd have been locked into these tiny little, like, grids.
Yeah, if you look at these on salt lick and all.
Yeah, this is why I'm thinking these have got to be significantly big goats. I'm definitely thinking a Guernsey or is it called a Sabrina goat?
I don't know.
It begins with S, I can't remember. But yeah, that's a significantly tall animal, so.
And see, this is what I mean. This is why I believe this is where they brought the goats in from. Oh, wait, no, I'm so wrong.
No, wait, what?
They had an outdoor pen.
They had a little outdoor area.
They had a little outdoor area, so they could open the door and the goat could come outside for a few. Obviously,
Right.
Gone and
Yeah,
smashed
somebody
it.
smashed all the brickwork out of it. Oh, yeah, yeah, look, there's the other doors linking into it. Oh, shit. So they could have actually got them through here then. If that was all bricked, they must have come through the front door then.
It must have.
Yeah. Bloody hell. So they did have obviously an outside area, but it's still not the best condition. Obviously, as I'm saying, this was a brutality unit. So I've got cobwebs all over me, but... Right, so at the end, oh, hang on, wait. There we are. Right, so this isn't a pen. Yeah, that's where they brought them in then with the cobwebs. Fuck, that's noisy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they'd have led them round the back then from CB13. Could you imagine though, if you actually close that door for just 2 seconds, just to put it into perspective. Yeah, that's good. Right, so I've currently got my light on and there is a door, but if I just turn that off, oh, unfortunately got a bit too much light pollution coming through, but I was just going to say, can you imagine how dark it would have been here for these animals? Just sat in here, just suffering silently. Right, so that was the holding cell for the animals, and then this is the corridor that I absolutely cannot stand coming down.
This is where all the fun happened.
This is the facility. This is the main testing area.
So once the goat got past through here, and they wanted to test on him, you got a dial to basically control the pressure, right?
Yeah, that's insane, darling. Look, it goes up to 70. Well, obviously, no, that would have been 80, I think, at that point. But is that what's it called again? PCR? PIC?
PSI.
PSI, that's it. Is that like PSI pressure?
According to this, it's RH, percent RH. So I don't scientifically know, but I'm trying.
No, I don't know what RH is. Right, so this is the chamber where they torture the animal. Oh my god. That is so depressing. So guys, these are the vents where they start sucking all the air out of the room, and obviously it made like a vacuum, and the poor animal would just be sat there, lifeless, and being literally killed for experiments.
But they do have a drain for the blood.
Oh no.
So
yeah, that is a drain for blood.
Yeah, when they're finished, they could easily just come in and hose it all out.
Hose it and sweep it down like it never happened. That's so sad. Could you imagine though, real talk, right now us being in this room, listen to the echo and how it's almost overwhelming. Can you imagine that goat screaming, and as the air pressure is sucked out this room, lifeless and limp and sick and dizzy and exploding organs?
And that's just really dark.
It's really, really heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Do you know, guys, when it's only when you come to a place like this, it really puts into perspective the whole aspect of life. You know, please, if ever you do buy stuff, don't buy, you know, cruelty products. Try and go for animal-free, obviously testing, you know, all these makeup products for girls. This is why I don't actually wear much makeup, because I'm not obviously too sure about all these brands and stuff, but I try my best to obviously protect the animals. When you're stood in this corridor with nothing, just your own thoughts, knowing what happened in here, how can you even sleep at night knowing that somebody did that?
Right, if you come look here, these are still intact, these dials.
Is that a temperature dial? So that would be, I'm assuming, air pressure. That, I think, is a temperature dial.
I'm not sure, it could be.
I think it is. Because they also did, they did a, what's it called again? It was like a temperature thing where they used to up like the antes, and some of the goats they put at 80 degrees.
See, I see at some point they turned this room into storage, so they probably didn't need as many chambers later on down the line.
But they probably would just kept dying and they couldn't get enough stuff with goats, so they probably just started minimalising the cylinders. What's through that hatch? There's a laboratory. But there's a lab in there. How do we get into that? So that's obviously another chamber. Oh god. Yeah, I can see there's like a workbench and desks and stuff. I'm assuming this was probably a research room when I'm looking at it.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh god. Oh, moth. Yeah, look, there we are. Small bottles, label holders, aprons, posters. So they've still got obviously some of the actual names on all this, and do you know why it's really fucked up to say, guys? The reason why they use this material is because it's a quick wipe and it doesn't get damaged. So obviously all the shit they were doing in here, they could just easily cover their evidence.
To me, this looks more like a sanitation station where you can get your aprons, your gloves, and anything you might need. I do know at the end of the hall is where the actual laboratory is, though.
Is it? Oh, okay. Just to put this into perspective, guys, because a lot of you might not have watched Andrew's video of this place. I'm going to link it down below in the comments. If you want to watch it, I'd really appreciate if you did. But we came here at night about a year ago, and it has drastically changed. And you've got to remember, I'm not going to remember everything about that day. So even to me, I feel like I'm doing a whole new explore. But yeah, if you want to check out that video, it is linked down below.
It's behind door number 1.
Yeah, what is that?
It's another one of these.
It's another chamber. That's so messed up. There's a glass panel, so they can literally watch the animal suffer.
See, this one I don't think would be hyperbaric because the door's wood.
No, this is a temperature one. This is that would have been a gauge. I can almost put my life on it. That's a lighting, obviously the lighting adjustments, but I think that was a temperature booth.
So clearly they must have performed a lot of different types of experiments here.
Yeah, they did.
Now this storage fascinates me.
What is it made of? What?
I thought the light was on for a second.
Oh god,
It was so bright.
Fuck, I thought someone was in there.
It's a changing room.
Changing room?
And the shower room.
Yeah, probably just to hose off all the disgusting stuff they
Yeah,
just done.
just to hose you off after all the blood and guts.
That's so mental. And there we are, guys. This corridor at one point would have been absolutely sound hell. All the bleating and crying and screaming of these innocent animals. And now it's just abandoned and forgotten in time. Oh, is this the lab that you were saying about?
Right here, yeah.
Do you know, I completely forgot about this. Oh, no way. Yeah, no, I vaguely remember this paperwork.
Didn't we find
We found a little toy, didn't we?
We found a little toy goat in here.
Yeah, no, I remember when we last came here, we found a toy of the goat, but I just want to get some of this paperwork. Oh, God. It's absolutely disgustingly filthy. So what does that say?
Emergency plan. So that would have been hung up on the wall with the fire escape.
Okay. Maybe like emergency shutdowns as well for the systems.
Could be. But also, you see these?
1 second.
These are gas. They're releasing gas. And that's for Bunsen burners. So basically testing different things. Obviously, there's no gas left. But
Yeah. I used to do that in science in school, those things. I don't know what this is all about. Let's have a little read.
there it is. Oh, shit.
What?
It was run by Kinetic.
What's kinetic?
Kinetic is a contractor, a military contractor that are well known for doing extremely dodgy experiments for the government.
Really?
Yeah, I've done a number of Kinetic sites, and I will tell you now, they have some of the most messed up experiments. I did one where literally they did, surgeries. We found a surgery wing in one of their laboratories. It was completely... It was the most insane thing I've ever seen. From this clip, as you can see, we were in a laboratory also run by Kinetic, and this was a completely clean surgery wing where it appeared that they were doing surgery and experiments on humans.
On humans?
Or aliens. There was viewing rooms and everything.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
They did human trials. Obviously, I know animal trials are just as bad, but human trials?
I believe so, yes.
Oh my god, I've never even heard of this company.
Yeah, Kinetic
so that
is a dodgy company.
So Kinetic Alverstoke, that's obviously the name of this place, guys. Building emergency plan for building 27. 2007, this was done January 26th.
Oh look, any person finding this document should hand it to a police station or post it to the group security manager.
Oh
the
my
unauthorized retention or destruction of the document may be an offense under the Official Secrets Act 1911 to 1989.
Oh
this is top,
my god, we
this is
found top secret paperwork.
Top secret classified paperwork still left behind from a very dodgy contractor, Kinetic.
I have never found government and official paperwork that's top secret before in a building.
Well, it's a crime to destroy this.
Well, I'm not going to destroy it, obviously. I'm trying to look at it. But unclassified, what's that property?
Kinetic proprietary. So there's author, there's a phone number, record of change, details of change, first issue. So it's very unclear what that's meant to be.
What about this? It's such a shame that these have been damaged, but guys, I'm just going to peel it back as carefully as I physically can.
Yeah, just pull it back.
Oh gosh, it's so old.
Very stuck.
I don't think I can actually get that off there, to be honest.
Well, I want to try because I want to know what's in there. Right here.
Oh, lovely.
Duties of building incident officers. The duties of the bio are to report as necessary to HOS of the adequacy of the fire precautions, prepare, review, and revise the building fire plan. So this is all just fire plan.
Right. I wonder what that is then, because there's another document under there in the corner. Hang on.
It would be fascinating to know if there's more documents somewhere, but you would think that a company like this would...
Evacuation drills.
Yeah, so this is all just the emergency plan. I would assume that any more top secret classified paperwork was probably destroyed.
Well, you say that, they left that behind. You never know, we could find more.
Could do.
That's crazy.
Yo, come here. This further proves the point. This is still from back when they left
What's
it.
this?
Note, a pen now has 8 goats, all without collars. The other 7 weaners are now out with the main herd all the time. So they were breeding goats here as well, by the sound of it.
Oh my god. That's absolutely crazy. There's a future plan on the bottom right.
They even have a diet. Pen, goat number, name. So...
Oh, it's a plan. It's a daily planner.
Well,
3 scoops.
Diet. So 3 scoops, 3 scoops, 3 scoops. Yeah, pen, name, and goat number. 3 scoops of shit. Jar of Lucozade.
I think that's kids being assholes.
No, this is all legit.
Oh my god. They've actually written that themselves.
Wrote that themselves. 3 scoops of shit.
Nasty bastards.
And a jar of Lucozade.
Why would you say that about
Because
an
they didn't
animal?
give a fuck about the goats here. They could have easily said 3 scoops of food. No, they would just give it 3 scoops of shit. Who cares?
I hope these people have suffered deeply. Right, so just beside the information board, there's another room, and I've just noticed up here, look. Do you know what that is? That is the pen arrangement.
That's the lab room. Or not the lab room, that's the
first room,
yeah,
that's B13.
So it would tell you how many goats were in what, and all their names and all that.
Do you know what I find funny is how they've actually taken off the total of goats, probably because they didn't want people knowing there was over 150 in this module, and that is 2 by 5 meters. Oh my god!
And look at that, the sick bay.
Sick bay?
They had sick bays for goats that got too sick from the experiments.
That's behind it.
Alright, we'll have to check it out.
We'll have to go to the sick bay.
Let's check it out.
Yeah. Right, so just outside of obviously B13 being there, we've just obviously done the hyperbaric chambers in this room. There is another block in here which I believed, I could be wrong, but I think it was for the military vehicles.
Yeah, this would have been for vehicles.
Oh yeah, there we are, yeah. So there's your buttons obviously to open this big grid. And I think that's where they did all like the, I don't know if it's mechanics or engineering or something, but I do know they definitely did keep some sort of vehicles in this facility, in this block even. So probably it was once a little desk room in there. What was that?
Did you hear that?
I can hear people. Yeah, I can hear people outside. Yeah, guys, I can hear people, so I think I'm gonna head out for a second just to check that the site is actually safe. Yeah, probably a good idea, isn't it? What's all that? Hang on, before we go. Caution, noise hazard, no smoking, non-flammable compressed gases. Okay, so it's probably all the equipment they used, obviously, when they were working in the workshop behind us.
Yeah.
Okay, health and safety. Right, we're just going to quickly walk back the way we came and try and get to the other side of the facility. As I say, guys, I can actually hear people on site, so I'm a little nervous. I'd like to think it'd be other explorers, but as I say, if we get caught, we're in a lot of trouble. You can't mess with military lads. Yeah, right, I think we should just head straight up to the main block. So all of these guys are all just side buildings. Yeah, again, that's B18. That's another just work office. Up there as well, that is just a workman's booth. It's completely shelled. I think this block in front of us is the one we really want. Okay, so we're at B1. This was the main, obviously, training centre. So I assume all the officers now are inside this building. Okay, so yeah, oh my god.
In the laboratories.
No, look at the fire damage. That has been scorched so badly.
Oh yeah, it has been, hasn't it?
Okay. Right, I'm sort of starting to slowly remember what was in here. This way I think was the classrooms, and then the other side through this window, I think in that room down there is the compression chamber.
Know your fire extinguisher color code. Now the reason they would have this in here is because they use all of these.
Oh my god.
Water is for use on wood and paper. Yeah. Dry powder, wood, paper, flammable liquids, gaseous fires, and electrics. Foam, wood, paper, flammable liquids do not use on electrics. Carbon dioxide, flammable liquids, and you can use it on electrics, but don't use it in a confined space. And wet chemical for use on wood, paper, and cooking oil.
Do you know, I'm going to be honest, guys, I didn't actually know there was that many types. I knew about water and foam and CO2, but I didn't know about wet chemical and dry powder. Never even heard of that. Okay, so down that staircase, I believe that was where all the weird classrooms were. But I think we should go this way first and check out this main corridor. Hey babe, look what I found in here. I found the, what are they called again? The science setups. They have all the trays normally sat under these bits. Oh, yeah. There were, those were the drawers and stuff, and a wash basin. Okay. Ah, so maybe they did some sort of weird studying up here then. Why would you need a wash basin in a classroom? Unless they were doing something.
See, I don't think it'd be a classroom. I think this is just where you do more lab results.
Do you know, I'm not sure. I was always led to believe this was classroom based up on this level, but it's not really giving me that vibe as such.
No, I just went all the way down there and there's not much to see. It's empty rooms with broken glass everywhere.
Yeah, no, I want to get the best. I don't want to waste my time. So guys, that is all shelled. All these classrooms just completely empty, so we'll just keep moving until we find something better. So we're going to go to the other end of the building, because I say all this is shelled, this end, and I know shell's kind of boring, so oh fucking hell. So we're just going to keep walking around. Is this the pressure chambers, or you know what I'm on about, the Andrew, what's it called again?
I don't. I'll have to look at it to remember. I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. Oh no, look. It's just completely burnt to a crisp. So this fire must have been bloody big then.
That's okay, this makes up for it.
Well, are the floors okay?
Yeah, no, this is solid concrete.
Oh my god, yeah, that's what I was on about. Is that thing over there in that gap, it's like a massive pool.
Yeah, I'll tell you now, you don't want to fall down there.
No. Right, before we move on, I've just seen this sign saying, warning, before vent hand locking, check that appropriate valve's bulkhead panel is open. NB, the bulkhead valve must be closed immediately after surfacing hand lock. Bulk, sugar, butter, or similar materials that are not to be locked into the chamber. What on earth does that even mean? What? Sugar and butter? Is that a joke? Is it sarcastic or something?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't actually know. If anyone knows, can you comment down below what that actually means? Because I'm not sure if that's a piss take or not. I assume for somewhere like this it wouldn't be, because it's obviously official military building and government building, but it doesn't make sense. Right, so there is a staircase there leading up to this panel, but I'm going to be honest, on this top floor there's not really a lot to look at. And also I think, you can see in the panel over there the wood started to drop, so I don't think we should go up the white set, but definitely those red sets down there. Can you see in the corner?
Yeah, we can go downstairs, but before you do, have a look at the pool.
The pool?
It's not really a pool anymore. They filled it in
Oh shit.
with debris. Like, don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
there's still
yeah.
water around there, but I bet you could probably actually walk onto that now.
How deep was that? I've read a report, wasn't it 30 metres deep
It
or
was
something?
about that deep when I
No, you
tested
dropped
it.
the rod in it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Here.
See, I read online it was 30 metres deep. I don't know why I thought that. Oh, careful. That's connected.
Oh, it's connected. That was
Yeah. Maybe like this or something? This little stick here? I don't know if that's what you wanted or...
Well, point it at the pool. I'm going to just show you. There's still water in here.
Okay. Oh, you missed.
Of course I missed.
Sorry, we can do it when we get downstairs if you wanted. There we are. Yeah, you can see it. Ugh.
Before we get downstairs, we should have a look at this room though. This is always
Okay.
fascinated me. No, I don't trust the floors to save my life.
No, these floors look really, really damaged, babes. Oh my God, look down there. Fucking hell. Whoa, you do not want to fall in that gap at the back. That big bit there. Right, okay, hang on. Well, these are metal, so they feel okay. Famous last words. Yeah, I was gonna say so far it's all right. What on earth was this for? I wonder if at the end of this, right, I think I might know what this is. I could be wrong, but I think they used to have a pole in this area. Obviously I don't want to get too, don't get too close. I don't want you falling.
They have some sort of machine.
Darling, that is wood. There is no support under that. Okay. Yeah, I think there was a pole. Look at the frame on the floor.
Yeah.
That was maybe where they dropped in from this level and they dropped into that thing to submerge themselves maybe.
There's something there. You can see the markings on the ground. There used
Yeah,
to
that's
be
what I'm saying,
There
yeah.
used to be a machine there of some kind.
I'm pretty sure it was one of those poles, but they took it out for health and safety. Because this grid stairs, I assume I think they've used that as well for wetsuits. Because obviously if you're soaking wet, you're not going to be using wooden staircases to make it all, dirty and slippy. So I think it's particularly metal, so that you can obviously go in through that way. I'm just guessing, but I think...
Look right there, sign. Upon filling tank, separate pole. Water supply is from stored water at close isolating valve. Release flexible hose clamps, separate hose
Hose
from
from-
paperwork. So there was a pool
So it
down
was a
there.
pool.
It was a pool down
Hey,
there.
not a bad guess. There we are. So some of these places, guys, when we walk around, you have to do a bit of guesswork, and then there we are. There's a sign that just obviously approved that for me. So yeah, this top bit then was probably used for the Navy, the Royal Navy training. So when they used to do, they obviously have water testing. It was probably in that bay there, or obviously just down those stairs. There's one in. Well, I'd say it's an outdoor one. It's not. It's obviously because it's been destroyed. But yeah, they probably did most of their water work here. Oh, I hate these stairs so much. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm fine. They're really tiny, aren't they? I'm not being funny. You can't actually put a foot on it. Real talk, like tiny little gap.
So obviously because it was the Navy and they were testing on decompression sickness, they would have had these pools, I would assume, for diving purposes.
Yeah. So this would have all been diving. Over that side, I think there was another one. It was a generator or something. But yeah, I think at some point there would have been like a grid around here, and off these side panels, they'd obviously got them to get in one by one. Not from this height though. Or any, oh no! Don't do that. Where's the stairs? No. No, I'm not gonna have a dead demon today. Oh, I don't trust myself balancing. Panic. Oh, it smells of fish.
It's the pool water down there.
Yeah, okay, so I can now smell the pool. It sucks. What was that?
I don't know, I'd probably get off of that car either.
What the fuck was that big sound? Was it the floor?
I don't know.
Shit.
I'd probably get off.
Yeah.
Just in case
Oh, I
it's
don't like this. There's nothing to balance on. Fuck me. Okay. Okay, it's fine. Oh, fuck, it smells like a dead body. Really, really stagnant water. You've got to remember this has been abandoned for over 2 years, so it doesn't smell too pretty. Oh, yeah, look at all the algae. Oh my God, don't stand on that, because if you fall in, your phone and everything's gone. I wouldn't, darling. It's been filled in only because of the debris, so there's still going to be a level of it that's not completely
It's
filled.
still filled with water.
Yeah, it's only that top ceiling that's come down into here, so it's not actually completely filled like to the brim. That is rough. What are you doing?
Depth check.
Depth check. Okay, maybe go from like that. That's not the actual pool though, so I don't know how deep that's going to be. That's the main cylinder. Right. Okay.
Oh, it's
go
so
on.
gross. Even. Oh God. Okay, that's about how deep it is.
Okay, so that one is up to bring it out of the water. So the marker was about there. So, okay, so that's about 1 metre.
Oh, there's so much stuff in there I'm feeling with the stick.
Ew, ew.
Yeah, it's about...
Okay, yeah, that's the shallow bit then, so that's 1 metre. But I'm telling you now, I read online that that middle bit was 30 metres deep.
Well, it's filled
I don't know if that's actually true or not.
With debris now, so...
Oh, babe, it's splashback. Ew, gross. Jesus Christ, look at the size generator in there. There's a big bit of machinery. I can't actually get across that, guys, unfortunately, because obviously the entire side of it's now been full up.
Probably could, but I wouldn't.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not falling in that water. It stinks. Ah, yeah. Okay, there's all the mains in the back of it. So, I wouldn't say a pool was here. That's way too thin, unless it was like a smaller cylinder. It's the beams that are throwing me off. What would have been sat in that bracket? Can you see there?
I bet you actually it was probably a hoisting mechanism to lift a machine up and down.
Oh, yeah, maybe a lift then. Yeah, actually, yeah. If that's the bottom plate of it, maybe it sort of did. I don't know. It's a bit of guesswork, isn't it?
Some sort of lifting mechanism.
Yeah. Just really weird about this is those fuses look brand new.
Yeah,
Look, they are perfectly spotless. No natural decay, no nothing. If you told me they were put in today, I'd believe it. How strange is... Oh my God. To say how strange is that one, but look behind you. Fucking hell. I swear you could power a small world with that.
Right. This room, I can tell you now, just based on what's on the ground, it used to have...
oh, storage.
Storage, like
shelving.
Yeah, shelving basically here, probably with files, paperwork, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
more
that's
than
all
likely.
removed. Oh, look at this stuff. This is well weird. And they got their names still on them.
Cages.
Little changing cages.
Oh, I know what these are for. So obviously, yeah, that would have been the name of the actual person. And these, they used to have rails in that top bit, and they would have... What was that?
I don't know.
That was fucking loud. They'd have had rails across here to hang up wetsuits and dry suits. Yeah, no, that's what this is all about. Can you hear that banging?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Right, let's just get a move.
Yeah, as I said, we should probably keep moving because I don't want to get caught on it. Like I said, I don't want to get in trouble. I'm not getting prosecuted today.
What's this long cage for?
Don't know. Yeah, wetsuits, storage. There's somebody above us.
It sounds like
I'm adamant there's somebody above us.
it's banging above us.
I don't know. Well, as Andrew goes and checks that out, I'm not actually sure what this one was used for. Maybe it was more rails because I can see all the little joists across there. What's that? Charging routine. Check all valves are closed. Connect the cylinders, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's just like a to-do list for these guys. Place cylinders in water tank before charging. Strange. Yeah, I think this bit was then probably just a changing room. That's crazy how that's left behind. Okay, so as I said, that was the inside of the training centre, where obviously they did the water kind of training, I don't know what you want to call it, and the classrooms on the right. A lot of it is shelled, so I think we're just going to make it over to this next building. Darling, what on earth is this building?
I don't know.
I actually don't have a clue. I was going to say it's a classroom, but now I've just looked at the inside, just in this bit. That certainly ain't a classroom. Oh, it's more of those pits. They filled them in, but that's more of the water pits.
I think, yeah, these are pools, and then...
What's that? A street crane?
That's cranes. They would have held something very heavy and drip drop from the pools.
Oh my God. Why would you need that though? I don't understand. So they have covered it over, and since we last came, this Harris fencing wasn't in there. I don't recall it being there anyway, unless I'm completely incorrect. But yeah, there we are, guys. So up there is a SWL Tone 1984 street crane.
Yo.
What? Wait, what's up there? What's up there?
I'll show you.
Is this safe?
Yeah, it's safe. It's
Shit. Okay.
steel.
It does feel a bit dodgy. I know it's steel, but it doesn't feel the most sturdiest I've come across. Okay. All right, made it to the top. Wait, what is this? A viewing balcony? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is a balcony.
You can look over the experiment.
Oh wow, look, there's another one up there as well. Another crane.
Right there.
What on earth would they be needing a crane for though? That's the bit I don't get. What possibly would you need to be putting into these pools? See, a lot of it they had to shell before they abandoned it for health and safety purposes, but there is obviously a vast majority they didn't take. Right guys, we're going to start heading back downstairs because in that jump car I've just heard really weird sounds. Just heard loads of screaming, so I think we'll just start slowly making our way out. Because as I say, I really don't want to get prosecuted. It's a bit different at night time here because obviously there's not many staff obviously and people about, but I feel like in daylight we're sticking out like a sore thumb. So I think sensibly we should probably start thinking about getting a move on. There's one last block I want to check out, The sickness bays, obviously what we saw. Yeah, I really want to check the sick bays out. And then other than that, I think we should probably start thinking about making a move. Right, so this block is for the injured goats. So block B16 was for the ones that suffered severe damages. So what they would do, they would lock them in this tiny, tiny little shed. So you can obviously see in the corner of the room, that used to be a hay rack, as you can see where the grid used to be. And this, guys, is a salt lick for animals. So what they tend to do is they fill them with like treats and enrichment, and obviously it just gives them something to do. But as I say, looking at the height of that, these must have been relatively big goats. Do you know what I find messed up about this though?
What?
Is this was obviously for all the sick and injured. What's that?
The fuck was that?
The fuck? I don't know.
I didn't like
Someone
that.
up there, there's someone up there.
Like,
Andrew, just leave, get outside. Right guys, I've no idea why, but there is something or someone making fucking weird sounds up there.
Yeah, let's just go.
Spot us. Why is he running? Andrew, he's running. Andrew, he's running. Fuck's sake. Why is he running? Fuck's sake. Oh. Ow, my arm. Ow, Andrew. Fuck. Ow. Jesus Christ. Go, just go. Why was he chasing us though? Fucking weirdo. Right, long story short, guys. We're making it back through the woods. We had to run across the fields, obviously, that you've just seen from earlier in the video. Sorry I look so glossy, shall I say. So yeah, we're filming that sick bay, obviously. I think we've lost the guy. And just sprinted at us. I don't know what the hell his problem was.
Remember the last time we came?
Why was he making those weird sounds?
Do you remember when we did our nighttime one here, fucking a year ago?
Right.
We had like something that sounded like a fucking orangutan.
Oh yeah.
Screaming at us.
Yeah. Do you think he knows you? Do you think that's why they were doing it?
I have no idea.
Maybe they know who you are and they're taking the piss out your video. I don't know.
Zombie?
Yeah, you sound like a fucking zombie. You sound possessed. Like, fucking idiot. Oh, so guys, obviously, that was a nice bit of exercise. Jesus Christ. Exploring, that's the fun of it. Sometimes you have a normal, simple explore, and other times you get fucking weirdos like that. I think he needs to take some calms and have a cup of tea. All right, last part of the journey. Getting over this final tree. Oh my God. We made it, guys. Made it in one piece and didn't get prosecuted. All right guys, so I've just made it back to the car. I'm sorry I'm a little rosy cheeks, but as I say, no idea why that guy decided to do that and scream and run at us, well, he ran the other way and started running down the map, obviously towards us. Don't know what his problem was, but never a boring day when it comes to Urbex. Alrighty guys, that was the abandoned goat testing facility. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please be sure to like and subscribe. All links down below, so please go and check out my gorgeous boyfriend, Breathing Demons. And today is our 1 year anniversary.
Happy 1 year.
Oh my God, and our anniversary, we're exploring. And guys, if you haven't already, please be sure to tickle the notification bell. Thank you so much, stay tuned, and I'll catch you shortly. Bye.